to the AAA Race Show. I'm your host, Austin Aziz, Made for Hire, coming to you from the Stag Studio with my co-host here, Jimmy. We are back for another episode of the AAA Race Show. We got a great episode for today, folks. Lots to talk about, and we got lots that's on the menu this week, so let's get into it. We're going to start out with the NASCAR Cup and Xfinity Series, which were both at Phoenix Raceway this past weekend. Now, we saw in the Xfinity race, Sammy Smith win his first career race in the Xfinity Series. But not only that, he's only 18. He still is in high school, a senior, and is taking online classes during the weeks and racing for Joe Gibbs Racing on the weekends. He becomes the youngest ever driver to win a race in the Xfinity Series. Congratulations to Sammy Smith. Now, in the Cup Series, Hendrick Motorsports dominates early. Willie B wins Stage 1, and in Stage 2, it's Kyle Larson. Now, about halfway through Stage 3, Kevin Harvick uses his long run speed, gets by Kyle, and starts to pull away. Looks like all smooth sailing for Kevin Harvick. The Desert King is finally going to win another Phoenix race. But Kevin Harvick and his fans see what they really did not want to see, and that's a caution with just a couple laps to go for the second week in a row. Now, this crew chiefs have two decisions. We can either stay, or not two, a couple decisions. You can either stay out, they can come to pit lane, get 2 tires, or they can get 4 tires. Well, everyone besides Kevin Harvick takes 2 tires, and Kevin takes 4. Kevin starts 7th, and that leaves Kyle Larson and Willie B on the front row. Now, on our first late restart, Kyle Larson gets a great jump. It looks like he's going to win. Before we have another caution. Then we try it again, and that's whenever Willie B is able to get to the outside of Kyle Larson, and Ryan Blaney gets to the inside of Kyle Larson, and there's nothing Kyle Larson can do. William Byron gets to the lead and wins his second race in a row, the second this season. So congratulations to William Byron. And let's go ahead and take out the trash with this week's Trash Move of the Race. Now, the Trash Move of the Race is brought to you by Ozark Mountain Sanitation at 417-207-0883. You take it down to the curb, and they do the rest. Ozark Mountain Sanitation, the best trash service in the nation. Now, for this week's Trash Move of the Race is actually on Kyle Larson. Now, he did have a really good race and scored some really good points, but this is the second week in a row that Kyle has given away a race that he'd been leading in late race caution. Now, Kyle Larson is in a good spot for the championship, but he has not yet got that win. So that's this week's Trash Move of the Race. Now, let's go ahead and look at what's on the menu this week. Now, on the menu, brought to you by Big Easy Grill, the finest Cajun cuisine, located on East Sunshine at 417-832-0040. Great food, great experience, and make sure you tell them that me, Austin Aziz, from the AAA Race Show, sent you out there to get whatever you're craving that day. So much food. I mean, you got fried bologna sandwiches, jambalaya, dirty rice, my brother's favorite, the fried fish dinner. There's so much to choose from there, so make sure you head on out to Big Easy Grill. Well, on the menu this week have NASCAR, all 3 series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks will all be at Atlanta. Now, Cup will race on Sunday at 2 p.m., and Xfinity and Trucks, Xfinity at 4 p.m. on Saturday, and Trucks at 1 p.m. on Saturday. And Nolan, the intern, is actually out in Atlanta. But no, he's not out there to report to us. He's just out there on a vacation. So he actually did send some video to us. So let's go ahead and look at that real quick.
Where are we going? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. We are a bride in search of a wedding.
No, I'm going to the Atlanta Motor Speedway because I work for the AAA Productions, something called the AAA Race Show. My brother told me to get refocused, so he sent me on vacation.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I normally have my scooter.
Oh, yeah.
But I lost it in Vegas last week.
Yeah? What are you going to do with it?
Well, since I don't have my scooter, I have to walk on my legs.
Last time I saw legs like that, they had a message tied to them.
Well, we're all wondering things there. Number one, why is Dylan wearing a wedding dress? You could say Dylan is character. Let's go ahead and move on to what else is on the menu. Now, you're going to go ahead and want to set your DVR to the Trek Xfinity Series races, because that's not what you're going to be doing on Saturday. You're going to go out to Twister Alley Raceway for their beginning of the year test and tune and swap meet. Twister Alley Raceway, the best way to spend a Saturday. We got free grandstands, great food, and some great racing action just to test and tune this week. But if you've never been up there, go up there, see what it's like, and I guarantee that you'll be back real soon. We also have the 12 Hours of Sebring. Love this race. Will be at 10:10 a.m. on Saturday. We also have Formula One, which will be in Saudi Arabia. See if Max Verstappen can get it done again, or if someone else can win a race. I know we've only had one race in Formula One this year, but I'm also going off of last year. And Lucas Oil Speedway will have their beginning of the year test and tune. All that is happening this weekend. Now, the Turkey Bowl, the second part at least, was supposed to be run this week, but that ended up getting canceled. And I just never ate that other half of the turkey. I wonder if my dogs, Dega and Dale, might want it. Who knows? I guess I'll just have to wait till next year and get a fresh turkey, which I really wanted. The turkey didn't really taste that good. My mom tried to warn me of that, but I didn't listen. Anyways, let's go ahead and get excited. Now, Get Excited is brought to you by Top Limb Tree Service. If you need a trim, call up Top Limb at 417-880-7867. Toby, Cheryl, and the crew will come out to your house, take care of all your tree trimming needs. So if you need a trim, call up Top Limb. I'm going to be getting excited for the MLRA Spring Nationals, which will be here in a couple weeks. The first race for MLRA, that'll be March 31st and April 1st. And for all of your racing news, make sure you head on over to ORP TV, because Mr. Craig Stagner will tell you all you need to know about all the local races coming up next week, results, birthdays, and a weather forecast. ORP TV has it all. So make sure you check them out on Wednesdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. And for our last bit of our show here, I want to talk about something real quick. And dang, that's a doozy. Dang, That's a Doozy is brought to you by D&D Welding and Fabrication out of Buffalo, Missouri. If it's made out of metal, or you need it made out of metal, D&D Welding and Fabrication are the guys to go to. D&D at 417-267-2224 can take care of all your metal working needs. Now, dang, that's a doozy for this week. It's going to be on penalties in NASCAR. Now, the Chevy teams have won all the races this year, so it looks like it was going to be a pretty promising year. Well, that's whenever we found out that they weren't doing that all super legally. All four Hendrick teams are fined, the 48, the 5, the 24, and the 9. And they'll all be taking away driver's points besides Strasberry because he's a fill-in driver. Now, the crew chiefs will be fined $100,000 because of this, and they will all be suspended for 4 races, plus they're losing 10 playoff points. This is a huge loss to Hendrick Motorsports for modifying parts. Now, they're not sure, extremely sure, all that they were modifying yet. They're sending it back to North Carolina to get it reevaluated, but this is super crazy, and I'm kind of bummed about this because I was really excited. Hendrick Motorsports and Chevy have been doing so good this season, and it turns out that they were doing this. Maybe they're still doing good, and we can go get some more wins, but I think that about does it for us this week, folks. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Please make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'm Austin Aziz, Woman for Hire, coming to you from the Stag Studio with my co-host here, Jimmy, and Dylan the intern. And remember, folks, this show is brought to you by whatever Mom's making for dinner. And to leave you on our show here, Twister Alley Test and Tune is coming up, like I mentioned, and tires is everything in go-karts. So I've been doing tires this week, and this is also for everyone who's been missing Chiefs football. Now, the Chiefs were really on a roll this year, so have a great rest of your week.
How about those
Tires!
If I gotta drive over the fool in front of me, man, to win, that's just racing.